the milk from up the block, the cougar from around the corner, the preacher's daughter, your girl, Tan O, baby. And the birthday boy is...
It's me, baby. You know the vibes. Scorpio season. Tyrone, Burston, comedian, Burston with comedy. Huh? The player from the Himalaya. You a fake thug. You don't sell crack. You smoke it.
And it's his birthday. So he is so excited. He's like he's 7 right now. And that's what... He has a birthday sign. He has a birthday hat. I'm pimping, you know, this little birthday thing over here. We doing a real big, well, it ain't really big style, because probably big style will probably be with bottles of champagne.
That's right.
Probably lap dances and money.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Oh.
All things that I'm not a part of.
Right.
Okay, so happy birthday, Mr. Burston. How old are you going to be?
21. Again, for the almost the second time.
I think Ty is like now, officially, what you going to be, like 45?
No, I'm younger than you. Okay, don't ever
Why
come
you
for me.
always want to try?
Got to let that be known. Because
Okay,
these 70 babies are different.
Right, but these 80 babies are crack babies. Like, okay then. What does the 80s have? Crack, New Jack City, Mo Crack, Marion Barry, Mo Crack. 80s was nothing but crack and crack.
The 80s was Michael Jackson, the Jackson 5. Wasn't that in the 80s?
Crack.
Okay, we got some. No matter what I say. We had some good
So
times.
the name of this show gotta be Crackity, Crackity, Crack, Crack, Crack.
I can't come for her. Every time I try to come for her, it just backfires. Crack in the
Oh
80s.
my goodness. So Ty, your birthday is coming up.
Yes.
What are you doing for your birthday?
So for my birthday on Monday, I'm going to the Comedy Zone to see Chris Rock on my birthday, which is fire. You know what I'm saying? If you see Tia's face, you know she kind of salty because the tickets was selling out like in a couple hours.
Okay, I'm cutting him off real fast. Because first things first, Tyrone Rainbow Bright Ass Burston knows that Chris Rock is one of my favorite comedians.
Absolutely.
Tyrone went and got him and his wife tickets. And you know when he told me that Chris Rock was coming? Thursday on Veterans Day, when they were all sold out. He's like, oh, you know Chris Rock is going to be here.
All casually.
So why the heck would you tell me at the freaking last minute? And I feel like fighting Tyrone and taking him to, you know what, Tyrone, I'm about to date your wife.
Don't put him out the way. Let me go with you, Niecy, okay? Just for one night only. Me and you gonna be together.
Oh, gosh.
Crazy. I was shocked that I was able to get tickets. I ain't gonna hold you. I just knew when I went on that website, it was gonna say sold out, sold out, sold out, sold out. But it was a 9:45 show that was still lit up and ready to be purchased. And then after I purchased it, I talked to you, and you did one of your famous Chris Rock lines, and I was like, the light bulb went off in my head. I was like, let me tell Ted that Chris Rock is here, but she probably won't be able to get tickets.
And there was no tickets for me. So if you are out there and you want to sell a ticket.
Hello.
If you are out there and you mad at your girlfriend and you need a stand-in girlfriend.
Hello.
You need a stand-in wife.
Tell
you
your
need a
friends about it.
stand-in side chick. Tell your friends about me.
People are probably selling. It's a lot of. You got to meet a criteria too.
Well, what's the criteria?
You got to have your vax card.
I'm vaccinated. What else?
You got to be as young as me.
Better. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You have to identify with the light-skinned black race.
See, it ain't gonna be no rape. First of all, Chris Rock.
She
Chris
swears
Rock
she's
is
not
black.
light-skinned though. That's what I'm trying to get to.
I'm straight up
I
dark
want you to be
skinned.
light-skinned like me.
I don't have time for that. Okay. Basically, what it sounds like is I'm. No, don't do that.
You the same complexion.
You
I
want
can't.
people to think I'm dark, and I want everybody to know how dark I am. Shoot. So I'm gonna dang on hater. So basically, guys, what it looks like is that I'm not going. But we want Tyrone to have an amazing birthday.
Whoop, whoop. Yes. Thank you, Tam, for setting all this up for me for my birthday.
We do.
Scorpio season is in full effect. I don't want to hear nothing from a Libra, Leo, Sagittarius.
I already told you all of it is the same. Stop
Yeah,
it.
no.
It's all
Today
the
is
same.
different. No. No, that's
well,
another.
You got that pimp hat on, so.
Yeah, and she got me this hat.
I did. This is what I could. This is what I'm doing.
Good, baby.
The podcast is poor. So right now this is what happened. But when the podcast blow up, it's gonna be the Biggie crown.
You said it was poor.
Right, the podcast is poor.
It is kind of itchy under
However, donate to the podcast. I'm done with Tyrone. Ty, tell us what you got coming up.
After Thanksgiving, I'm gonna be in Raleigh, North Carolina. That's a big thing. We're doing a comedy and concert. So I'm hosting a concert at the Duke Energy Center in Raleigh, North Carolina.
You think they're gonna give out free lights as a perk?
Free lights? Because it's at Duke Energy Center? No, they're not giving us nothing.
Then never mind.
The lights will be on at the Duke Energy Center, though. But I'm going to be hosting that thing. Also, November 28th, we got Bruh Man in the building at David Busters. Yeah, I mean, we only got a couple tickets left, yo. So if you're watching this and you want to see Bruh Man from the 5th floor, make sure you get your tickets online on Eventbrite, Dave and Busters in Concord Mills. That's going to be litty.
Yes, it is.
Yo, the big end of the year celebration.
I seen it.
Oh, that's gonna be so sexy. I'm gonna put on my best blazer. You know what I'm talking about?
I might have to get this glitter jumpsuit I had seen.
Yeah, I think
because I look good in a jumpsuit. And who don't love a little glitter?
That's right.
That make you think stripper.
That's right. What would your stripper name be?
Long Throat Linda.
Oh God, that's a porn.
Okay. What's a stripper name? Toya, what's stripper names? I don't really know nothing about strippers.
What's your middle name?
Victoria.
There you go.
Victoria's a stripper name?
Victoria's non-secret coming to the stage. Huh?
Ooh.
She ain't a secret. She letting it out, baby.
Boom. And then I just bust out.
Oh! Boom! You know it.
You know what? I'm Victoria's non-secrets, and then I just bust out with the titties.
December 17th. We are doing a year-end celebration. It's for the grown and sexy. Everybody in there gonna be suited and booted. When you walk in, you get a free glass of wine. You get 3 entree meals, dessert, all that. I'm gonna be doing.
And I'm not gonna be there showing no titties though.
December 17th. Where is that? I think it's in Mooresville.
It's in Mooresville.
Yeah, it's in Mooresville. So, just hit up my page, man, to get more information. Man, we outside, huh? We outside. I'm so
He's a little happy because today is his
I'm rocking
birthday.
the Comedyville joint, Comedyville Comedy Club coming soon.
That's
baby.
coming up.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, let's get on. Let's do
I
it.
think that we are done with all the duns. You know what? This is the last thing. Stuff about the podcast, but y'all know that Tyrone ain't nothing but the diva. So, he only think about himself. Next week, we are doing the birthday edition. Next week, we are doing the Thanksgiving edition of the podcast, and we have a special guest coming through. So this is going to actually be our first guest. Last week, Tyrone's wife was here, but she was not a guest. So I know people probably were watching like, well, why did they put her on camera? Niecy literally was just here to support Tyrone, and I just put a mic in front of her mouth.
That's right.
However, we actually have our first guest in the studio. She is a comedian herself. Her name is Tina Marie.
That's right.
So on the Thanksgiving edition of the podcast, it's going to be nothing but extra female energy in the building. Pussy power activate, baby. So Tyrone is going to be getting a lot of estrogen in the building.
Tina gonna represent for both sides some way, somehow. Like, she is like my sister brother. Like, if I was about to get into some more the streets, I'd call Tina. Tina be knocking dudes out like back in the day. You know what I'm saying? She from Jersey. You know what I mean? She from up north. I think so.
All right now. Okay.
I think so. I think she from up north.
Now, she definitely look like a scrapper. She do look like a scrapper.
That's my homegirl. So I ain't worried about all this women in here and all that, because
but at the end of the day, she still
that's true.
Is
that's
the
all right.
woman.
One of the listen, fellas, comedians, hit me up, man. Y'all trying to be a part of the podcast? We can put y'all on one of these episodes, but I would like to have one of y'all around. Dudes be busy.
He just feel like he needs some testosterone in
You'll see when this topic start hitting and Toya start talking and all that, they be on me, man. You feeling like it's just me all by myself.
I ain't got time for all of that. So we are moving along. Okay, so if you caught the episode last week, we talked about Jada Pinkett Smith and the Red Table Talk.
Trying to cancel that whole table.
So this week, Mr. Will Smith himself released his book, titled Will.
Boss.
Not Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Did you watch the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? I can't even talk. Did you watch the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Tongue twister. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Yes, I did. I grew up watching that show. Yes, sir.
So I'm a fan too.
Yeah.
So he has wrote a memoir and he's talking about stories from his life.
Yep.
And last week you had a lot to say about Jada always running her mouth
Tired
and
of it.
needing to stop talking and
Sick
telling
of
their
it.
business.
I'm sick of it.
Well, Will is running his mouth.
Mm-hmm. How much the
and
memoir cost?
telling their business. I don't know how much that book is.
That's good. See, he making money. He doing it the right way.
She's making money on the Red Table Talk. That's her talk show on Facebook.
Who? Oh, Facebook pay her to do that?
Yes.
Oh, you definitely gotta
You
get
think
that
she just
cancelled.
on there?
Yeah.
No, you can't just be on Facebook on there like that.
I think you can.
You cannot. If that's the case, we would just be on there.
This is a red, yellow chair table
Right,
talk.
but we don't.
Yellow chair table
I'm not going
talk.
to even, because he doesn't even know how to stuff his
She
work.
ain't getting paid, baby.
She is.
I'm just
It's
saying,
her
my
show.
boy Will was like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna put it in a book. You gonna have to pay $9.99.
Oh no, Will is getting paid way more than $9.99
for the book.
Yes, you know
How
that
much the book?
I don't
The
know.
book ain't $30. Nah.
It probably is. So as I Google Will's book, I want to bring up that you talked so bad about Jada.
Absolutely.
And
She deserved it.
her talking about this stuff, but Will is on there spilling mad secrets. $20.
All right.
$20.
My man.
$20 for
My
the
man.
book.
He gonna make more money.
But at the
That's all
Target,
I'm
it's
saying.
$32 at the Target. $35 on Audible. On the Google Play Audible is $16. On the Amazon, $19. So you know it just really depends on where you're getting the book at. Okay, but it's between $16 and $35.
Will came out with that, man, because I mean he had social media had his back, bro. Nobody was feeling Jada. Everybody was like, how you gonna do my man Will like that? Come on, Will. Come out and speak your piece, bro. He said, you know what? I'm gonna put it in a memoir.
Right, but he was already writing this or having this written. So the thing becomes is he talks about how he felt insecure about her relationship with Tupac and how he couldn't even be like in a room with Tupac and speak to him. He never developed the relationship. He talked about basically like
That's understandable.
feeling like he needed to please Jada, like he was going to do whatever he needed to do in life to make sure he pleased her sexually.
He definitely did that. You could tell by the kids they had that he was handling that.
Just because you can nut don't mean you good and bad.
Women are just, you guys are upset.
No, that's Toya. Is that not true?
The absolute truth.
Right, because guess what?
Why would y'all let a dude nut in y'all if it ain't good? I would have
First
to
of all,
get off
sometimes
of
he
me.
get in there and he just nut because he ain't no good.
Get off of me.
Tyrone, don't act like you ain't had no moment you done gotten some stuff and you done got in there and you just was like, Right. Sometimes that
Yeah,
happens.
once God on something
And you
like
know
that,
for
right?
men when they say
I
once
know.
it mean 10 times.
No. I had to apologize. Like, I'm so sorry. This is that. She's like,
Right, every time they say it never happened, that means it's happened before.
It's never
It's the
happened.
same way like
It's
women
not.
be like, I never get head on the first date in your car. I do it all the time. I always give head after dinner in your car. Every time.
Yo. So yeah, he handled the sexual part of the relationship, of course. He talked about wanting to date Shorty off the show.
Yes, wanted to date Karen, Pearson, who was Hillary
Yeah.
on the show.
Yeah.
He talks about being in love with, what is her name? Channing. I can't think. Stokely. Channing.
white lady, right?
Right, on 6 Degrees of Separation. He talks about wanting to think about killing his dad. So basically what he says like, oh, when I was younger, like his father used to beat his mother. And he was saying like, as a boy, if you see your father beating your mother, you want to avenge your mother.
Yeah.
So he was saying, he was always thinking like, one day I'm going to avenge my mother. His father is sick as he's gotten older, and he goes to get his father out the room in his wheelchair. And he says he thinks he can actually push his father down the steps and kill him and get away with it. Now, of course, he does not do this, so I don't want nobody to be like,
Right,
no,
right.
he didn't do it. But it was the thought in his head. So Will is out here telling all the business too.
That's good.
So what? No, it's not good. So what I'm gonna need you to stop doing is coming for Jada, because Will is running his mouth. You know they say, because they love to be like, women love talking. Women love running their mouth. You know who run their mouth the most?
Jada.
Men. Ain't nothing like a talking man. You ever sat in a barbershop and I get a haircut? Men love talking. They talk about their baby
It's
mama.
for
They talk
comedy,
about
though.
their...
It's
That
for
ain't for
comedy.
comedy.
It's barbershop talk. Everybody know that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I go to the barbershop. I ain't got no hair, but I go there to get some good jokes, though. You know what I'm saying?
It's not comedy.
It's just joking around, talking with the fellas.
No.
And even Jada be talking about the wrong stuff, bruh.
But men talk about stuff a whole bunch.
aggy.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a perfect example. Like I said, I go to the barbershop. I'm in the barbershop. There's a guy in there.
You're probably going to a salon barbershop.
No, it is not. It's a real barbershop.
I don't trust. What's the name of?
B&J.
Where is that?
Over on Arrowwood. I'm not. You got me in here telling you people.
B&J blowjobs. I don't trust
Go
that.
home now, and that's where it's going down. That's where it's going down, baby.
B&J.
Okay, so listen. I go to the barbershop. When I get in there, Matthew is my barber. I get in there. There's this guy in there. He's talking. Blah, 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 blah. He has his son in there with him. Okay. He's he's just in there running his doggone mouth. He talking about his excuse me. I'm saying baby mother only because that's what he was saying. He talking about his baby mother. He talking about his wife, how she had just put him out. Boom, boom, boom. He going on and on. Now by the time it's time for him to leave, I go sit in the chair. He pulled Matthew to the back of the barbershop. Basically, what he do is he pay for my haircut.
Oh, that's so sweet.
No. So Matthew, he walks out the door. I tell him have a happy Father's Day. He walk on out the door. We mind my business. He mind his business. But he's waiting at his truck because Matthew comes back and he tells me that the guy paid for my haircut. What the guy wants me to come and do is come out there and thank him so he can try to talk to me after the fact.
Smooth player.
Not a smooth player.
I see you, bro. That's how you do
because
that
guess
thing,
what just happened? I just listened to you sit up in this barbershop and talk about your baby mother and your wife who just recently put you out.
Yeah, he's looking for something better, and clearly he see it with the young lady getting in Matthew's chair for her haircut. He's like, you know what? I'm going to put that behind me. I'm going to pay for it. I know she got something better, but you don't see it like that.
Because he was in there running his mouth, guess what's never going to happen? I'm never going to date you because guess what you ain't going to be up in here doing? Talking about my mother's daughter. Now you up in here running your mouth. The bald-headed blonde one that be up in here. I was smashing that for a minute. Now I can't come in the barbershop no more because people looking at me like I'm the barbershop hopping hoe. Now everybody's trying to pay for a haircut for me because they think they going to get a little bit of the tan. Oh, the devil is a lie. God has not called me to that ministry. So when I say that men be talking way more than women, men be talking way more than women. So what I'm going to need you to do is come off of Jada and go on back to Uncle Will and know that the same way she out there talking, so is he. The difference is Will just not telling all the tea. That's all I'm saying.
Will is doing it the right way. Women talking about, I'm sure they be in the salons talking too. What you fail to realize is if that was your issue with Buddy, you should have just went to his truck and say, hey, listen, I heard you talking about your baby mother and your wife putting you out. But listen, if I'm going to talk to you, better not ever say my name because I'm from Queens. I'll come in here and punch you in the throat.
No, you know what I said?
You gotta lay the law down, let the rules be known. Yo, listen, you're not gonna do me like that. Okay, but here's my number.
Nope. You know what I
pay for all my haircuts.
You know what I said?
Nope. On him.
You know what I said to Matthew? Nope. You know what I said to Matthew? The next time he come up in here, tell him I said thank you.
That's Queens all day. You cold.
And I just tipped Matthew. That was it.
You cold.
I ain't playing.
You told him I said thank you.
Right, tell him I said
thank you.
Doing it. I'm not going out here. I'm not finna be talking to you. You yapping and running your mouth too much. And because you doing that, and these are women you quote unquote love because you got a child with one of them and you married one.
All
that
I'm
means
saying
you
is,
care nothing about me. You gonna be in here running your mouth.
You could have said that to him. What's wrong with saying that to him?
Why do I need to say that to him?
Because that's gangster.
No, because I don't care about him. People that I care about is worth the conversation.
He wasn't attractive to you?
He wasn't anything to me. I didn't think anything of him.
You just see the brother talking mess
right, we were
about
all
women.
in there just talking, but he just kept saying stuff.
So that turned you off?
Well, it didn't.
Had he not said anything and paid for your haircut, you wouldn't have went to that man's truck and thanked him?
Why do I need to go do that?
Because that was very sweet of him.
No, it's not. People have paid for my food. I have gotten up to the line at restaurants and they'll say the person in front of you paid for your food. I don't go and chase them down and be like, thank you. Like I don't do all of that.
That's different.
No, it's not. It's all the same thing. When people do stuff for me.
If you had a bar and you got VIP, like a club lounge and you got a VIP section and the waitress come over and say, hey man, just let you know, Tyrone over there sent y'all a bottle of champagne. You just gonna take the champagne and be like, oh, okay,
and this is what I would say. I'd be like, please, can you let him know I said thank you?
Okay, but eventually maybe we'll bump into each other in the club. You just gonna act like I didn't do nothing for you?
If I bump into you and I'm like, oh, you thank you so
Exactly.
much for buying the champagne.
Exactly.
Right.
You should have did the same thing.
No, because what you just said, we might bump into each other. If I bump back into him, then yes.
So you're not going to come looking for me to thank me in the club?
People have paid for my food in restaurants.
I'm sure they have.
And I have not gone over to that table to be like, thank you kindly. No, thank you so much. That was so sweet. Thank you. Thank you.
You should have did that for buddy that paid for your haircut.
No, I shouldn't have, because guess what? He wasn't nothing but a yapping man. So guess what? The same way you keep coming for Jada, I'm going to need you to keep that same energy.
No, I'm definitely not. Will's doing the right thing.
The devil is a lie. You know what? The problem is you know how you always be like, Tan, you for women, you for men. Because anytime it's some crap with a dude involved, you always be for that foolishness.
I be trying to just see the right in people, whether they man.
So then how come you don't
woman.
ever try to see the right in Jada? You tried to cancel her last week.
Yo, listen, do you really listen to this lady? She talking about she didn't know how to love or how to be loved, and Will told her, like, you gotta love yourself. It ain't my job to love you. Like, she was aggravating this man. I feel that, man. Like, come on, Jada, and you still talking about my boy. Like, cancel the red table talks, man. No. Everybody buy Will Smith memoir and just ignore everything that Jada ever says.
One time he acting like he is publicist. I'm done. We are moving on to the direct topic that we're supposed to be talking about. Listen, I just only wanted to bring that up because Tyrone is all in love with Will Smith. He's having a bromance.
Yes, Will. You talk your junk, bro.
So Ty's having a bromance with him, but we are moving on because we are not going to stay on the bromance. Mm-hmm. So first thing at the top of what we're talking about, we are talking about Nene Leakes. So Nene Leakes' husband, Greg Leakes, passed away on September 1st. Nene was the star. She was really the main star of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Yep. So Greg died September 1st. We are now November, 12th? Today's 12th? November 12th we are.
So about 2 months out.
3 days ago, Nene Leakes is talking about dudes shooting their shot at her, okay? Right. So she is on The Real, and she's basically saying dudes are in her DMs. And so what she says is, Lonnie asks her how she handling being single, and she says, gentlemen, as you call them, have been sliding into your DMs. So what do you have to say to the men wanting to date you? Shoot your shot. We'll see. She said with a laugh. Leakes goes on to echo statements that she made shortly after Greg's passing. She expresses that he wanted her to be happy and move on, something she anticipates doing at some point. He wanted me to be happy. She followed that up with the reveal that friends have been encouraging her to go out, and she has met some men. It's interesting dating. Actually, a few of my friends have been calling me up and saying just kind of like being in the house a lot by yourself is it starts bringing on depression. It makes you think about Greg a lot. So I've gone out with my girlfriends and we've met up with different people, and one of my friends, Peter, has introduced me to somebody. So my question is this. How soon is too soon for your husband or your wife to be dead? I'm telling you. And even if it's not your husband or your wife, because everybody don't want to be married, but they may be in relationships. Right. Your partner, your significant other, whatever, for them to be dead for you to find somebody else. In the words of Tupac, he say, how long will they mourn me? For me, I want a brother to mourn me to death.
Come on, Tim.
Yes. I don't want you to be with nobody until you die. I want you to just be crying out for me in the middle of the night.
Don't tell your friends about her. She is toxic. Golly. I was trying to date, and then I just thought of my baby Tim.
If you with me and you start dating, I'm going to haunt you and your girlfriend.
That is too much, child. That's too much.
Okay, so Ty, how long is too, how long? How long should it be before you wait to date someone? If your significant other, your wife, your partner passes, or if you pass, how long would you want it to be for Niecy to find somebody?
At least 3 years. I think 3 years is a long enough time so that your friends and your family know it's been a while, and then they could be happy for you when you do start dating.
Can you sleep with people? These is questions.
Between
right in the 3 years, right in the 3 years, can you sleep with other, even if you're not in a relationship? Can you at least get it in?
Nope. Can't do nothing, man.
So she shouldn't have no penis for 3 years?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like should be against the rules.
No, I think that's love. Like, how can you even...
Love and sex ain't got nothing to do with each other.
Of course you know. But all I'm saying is, how can you bring yourself to sleep with somebody when your baby is past? Man, listen, I'll be so broken.
That's 3 years though. I don't even feel like Ty would wait 3 years. So you feel like 3 years is an acceptable amount of time?
Yeah, at least minimum. And all this, Greg said he wanted her to be happy.
Right.
Then how come she didn't find her somebody when he was alive before he died? If they knew he was dying,
Maybe she did have somebody and they just not telling it. Because people are living.
She ain't got nobody. Because her friends wouldn't be taking her out the house to go and meet people.
This is the story that she telling y'all. You don't know.
I know.
You see what I'm saying? You don't know the backstory.
Nene Leakes ain't that smart of a woman.
The devil is a lie. She
to
is.
hide something like that and then, no, she don't get down like that.
No, see, and this is what make you dumb.
It's the truth.
Men in Spanish mean dumb. Because this is why she would be getting over on you, because you know what? You don't even think that she's smart enough to do that. Who are the best cheaters? Women. Because women will have a whole live relationship on their husband and they never find out. They bringing the brother over to dinner. They saying he their cousin and crap. They keeping the kids. He like, nah, you going out of town. Tell Leon to come on over here and stay with you. Right, Leon, right in your bed. Leon in you.
Leon in there. That was good. Leon right in your bed. Leon.
So, Ty said 3 years. Toya, what is an acceptable amount of time?
Mine's a little bit less. And I know that sounds kind of crazy.
Not to me.
I was going to say like a year and a half. The only my reason is not because I'm forever going to be imprinted on his brain and in his heart. But I know I don't want him, if I really love him, I don't want him to try to do it sooner because he just wants a warm body right there. You know what I mean? I want him to truly
thinking about the healing process.
The healing process, because I don't want her to have to go through the pain because he's still dealing with me, because it's sort of like cheating. You know what I mean? I want him to process, and if we have kids at that point, you know what I mean, be able to fully process with them and get into a healthy, a healthy relationship. But I'm always, whatever, in death, I'm always going to be imprinted. I had my time. I'm imprinted on his brain and in his heart. He's never going to forget me. So I ain't worried about that.
So why would it be less time? Shouldn't it be 3 years like I said, right?
No.
You don't think it takes that a long time for him to heal from you to deal with somebody else? That would take more than a year and a half. 3 years is a
long time.
Yeah, that is a long
3
time.
years be flying by.
This is the question.
Fine.
Okay, we ready for the question?
Yeah.
The question is this. Because now what you're talking about, if you died. So if you died, so it's talking about if she died. Y'all are saying the time frame. What happens if your significant other died and you the one still living? How long do you want to wait? Do you think you still should wait that 3 years?
For sex or for a relationship?
No, because what did I just say? The first thing I said, can't they have sex? You know what you said?
No.
No sex. So
I'd be, man, it'd probably take me at least between 7 and 10 years to get my life together. To even
so 7 to 10 years before you in a relationship.
Super long time.
So that just means you also not having sex.
Correct. I probably would never get back.
This why you ain't nothing but a liar. You see what I'm saying? He always freaking lying. This is why the podcast can't be
would
a
never
place for the Red Table Talk. Because Ty be on here lying. You would not wait no 7 dang on years.
I probably would never do it again.
You're lying.
I would never date again. I'd never have sex with it's over.
He's saying that because Niecy listening.
Right.
No, that's not, man.
Ty, you would not. First of all, you a man. A man ain't waiting 7 minutes. Okay.
I love my baby, man.
Men and women grieve differently, but men want to have sex consistently.
Ain't no way.
Okay, so I'm about to give a little quick story real fast. This is not so much that they died. An ex of mine, father passed away, right? I called my friend Sean and I was like, I think he's mourning in his penis. Because all he wanted to do was keep having sex. I was like, I thought he was sad. Why he keep jumping on top of me? So what I want to know is Is he mourning in his penis or is he mourning in his heart? Because I thought mourning meant he don't want to be bothered with nobody.
Right.
But that is not what was happening. Like every day we would come from his mama house. He's like, yeah. I was like, God, I'm tired. My vagina is sore. So I'm saying to you, I know that there's no way that Niecy would pass away. And Niecy, girl, we ain't wishing nothing on you because you already know I got you.
Right, she blessed and highly favored.
What I'm saying is that I don't think you're going to be waiting no 7 days or years.
I mean, it could be forever. That's what you don't understand.
You
Like,
is
it could
lying.
be 7 to 10.
Toya, do you believe Ty?
I don't.
Thank you. Nobody don't even believe you because you ain't lying.
I'll tell you something. Okay, so my dad passed away when I was 17 years old.
Okay.
And up until that point, I was the funniest person that everyone knew in my entire life and my family. If you can get an award for being a class clown, I did it. I used to make the teachers laugh. I made them cry. I did it all. Like, people wanted to switch their classes. By the time I got to high school, my boy was like, yo, how can I switch my Spanish class to your Spanish class? Because I heard you being there cutting up, bro. Like, I want to switch my whole schedule.
Do you know
yours.
Spanish now, though?
No.
I knew you didn't. That's why you don't know men in Spanish means shit.
All I'm saying is this. When my father passed away, I went from being one of the funniest, loudest, goofiest, like, best personalities to be around to just being deadpan. Like, I couldn't find it in me to be that person again, to have that light, to have that inspiration, to be funny and to give people laughter. It died in me, and 7 years later, I woke up one day and I felt normal again. So I've dealt with it on a depth level of losing somebody, not feeling like myself, and then one day it just came back to me naturally. So I went from being 17 and one day I woke up at 24 years old and was like, okay, now I feel normal again. So if my wife were to die and I'm not even thinking, I'm not gonna be the same person anymore. You know what?
Okay, I kind of believe him now. Because when you think about it, if you true, and we know how much they love each other. We know how much.
Oh, wait. The twist
the
is not
deepest-
because I don't think that they love each other.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But in the deepest, I guess if you don't want to touch nobody else because it ain't that person.
Not
Hey.
for 7 years. I do not believe that Tyrone is going to wait 7 years to get no booty. I'm not saying that he's not going to still love Niecy and not still in his heart have space for her to be there. But the brother ain't waiting 7 years. Because what you're making it seem is like your dad died and then you never laughed again. You never told a joke again. You did. It may have been, I'm not saying that it was the same,
right.
but you continue to live because that comes with death. With death, life is still going on. The world does not stop for you because someone has died. And you automatically feel like that. My baby sister died last year, right? And the anniversary of her death just came up this month.
Oh, wow.
The world did not stop because my baby sister died.
Yeah,
it continued to go on, even though you feel like the world should stop.
Absolutely.
You feel like, I don't want nobody partying. You slapping little 5-year-olds down when you see them at their birthday party because you want the world to stop and feel your pain.
Yeah.
But the world does not stop. And you know what eventually has to happen? We eventually had to go back to work. My sister has 4 children. Her children eventually had to go back to school. Life had to continue to go on. Do I think that my nephews and my niece miss their mom a lot? I know that they do. Do I miss my sister? Do my parents miss their daughter? Yes. But do you think that life is still not going on? It is still going on.
But it ain't the same.
No, it's not the same. But guess what? I'm still laughing. First of all, I still do the podcast.
That's true.
When I say that my sister is my inspiration, my sister, she's my baby sister, so she's a year younger than me. In my house, there's a picture of her in our living room to remind me to keep going. Remind me to keep going. So I'm just saying to you that there is, of course you're going to miss her, but life is not going to stop for you because Niecy is gone. You are still here. And you keep yelling every 2 seconds. You know I'm a Scorpio. You know I'm a Scorpio.
Yeah.
That mean I'm freaky. That mean I like sex. So freaking sex in you
ain't gonna be able
ain't gonna be like 7 to 10 years. I'm not doing it. I'm not saying that, you're going to get married.
Right.
Oh, but I'm definitely saying somebody gonna come up in there within 7 to 10 years.
No.
So Niecy, he wants you to believe that he gonna be this good, but I don't believe he's gonna be that good.
I'm telling you, I'm different when it comes to that, and I'm a bit of an a-hole too. Like, if I want to have sex with a woman, I'm gonna tell her to her face. I'm not about to beat around the bush. So I think it'll make me more aggressive in that department. Like, if I like somebody and I think she look good, and I can get her to say I'm handsome, I'll be like, so what's good? We gonna do it next week? And she might think I'm joking. Like, no, I don't think so. Okay, well then bye. I'm not gonna be putting no effort.
So you saying if Niecy go, you just gonna be sleeping with women straight up in their face?
It's just gonna have to come the way I want it to come. You know what I'm saying?
So you trying to say basically you gonna be like a widow hoe?
Is that a new term you just made
up?
Yes, that's
a widow hoe. His wife gonna be gone, so that's gonna make you a widow, and you just gonna be hoeing around.
A widow hoe.
Yep.
I might.
When I look at you,
take
that happy birthday off and put widow hoe up there. Widow hoe, aka rainbow bright ass baby.
Oh my goodness.
Real fast for myself. If I die, I don't want you to give it nobody else.
See?
That's just me being honest. I want you to be sad forever.
That's how I think I would be.
Right.
The fact that you don't think that that's possible for me is crazy.
Right.
You could picture a dude doing that for you.
No, I didn't say I can picture him doing it. I said that's what I want. I didn't say he was going to do it. I'm just saying for forever, I want him to mourn me. Like, I don't want him to move on in life. I don't want him, like, you know, people like, oh, I want to find love. No, I don't want you to find love. I don't want you to find anybody. I want you to come to my grave site every week, bring me flowers, cry about your life, tell me that you're doing nothing every week until it's time for you to die.
Put the dick on the tombstone.
There you go. That's what I need you to do. I don't care if it gets scars and scabs up on it that you rubbing it against my headstone. Do what you need to do for me in the afterlife.
No.
Now, if it's me, I want something different.
You ready?
If it's, baby, I'm ready at the funeral.
This one right here.
At the funeral, baby, I am
is
ready.
That his cousin?
Right, because we be like, you know what, I always like Mark. Mark gonna know that I'm like him. He gonna be like, listen, if you ever need anything, I'm here to comfort you. I'm like, Mark, can we go into the pastor's office and pray? Listen.
At the funeral.
Immediately after, I'm like, he dead, not me. Life goes on. Let the good times roll.
Yo, something is wrong with But he got to mourn you till death, but you are moving on immediately, expeditiously.
I think he want that for me. Because I'm going to ask him on his deathbed, I'm like, do you want me to move on? If he try to say no, I'm just going to make like I heard him say yes. If you love me, you will want me to be with somebody. Listen, the truth is, it really don't even matter. Because I'm going to basically be I'm not going to be by myself. Okay? I'm not going to be by myself. Now, I might be myself for a little bit. Because I need to spend that insurance check. And I need that to happen by myself.
Right.
But I'm definitely not going to be waiting no 7 to 10 years crying behind nobody. I'll think about them, though. I swear I'll think about them.
That's so funny.
We moving on. Next topic. Real fast. Hashtag she says, he says. Let us know your thoughts.
Let us know, for real.
Let us know. Do you want someone to wait for you? The real question is how long should you wait after your significant other dies? That's what the real question is. How long should you wait? Should it be, what you said, 3 years? No, you said 3 years. You said 7 to 10 years for yourself. But you said they should wait 3 years.
Yeah.
So Tyrone gonna wait 7 to 10 years.
Yeah.
I ain't waiting no years.
More until death. You know.
Now I do want you to mourn me. Tyrone said 3 years for you to be with him. Now my question is how long would you want it to be?
How long?
How long? We are moving on.
You know it.
Dang, I ain't even sing no happy birthday song to you.
We'll do it some in the
let
middle
me give you a happy birthday song. Because remember Marilyn Monroe did the happy birthday to you. And then like her white dress.
I only want the Stevie Wonder version.
Okay. But happy birthday to you. Hey. Happy birthday to you. But I don't like that one. I want to do, hey boy, it's your birthday. Open wide, I know your Thursday. Say, cause we don't buy no drinks at the bar.
You know
We pop champagne cause we got that dough. Let me hear you say, and then I can just bust out real fast with my top open and be Victoria who shows her secrets.
No. That's
So
a dope stripper name, but no, I don't want that for my birthday.
Oh,
Absolutely not. Don't.
You know
bust
what I
out
realized?
nothing.
You know, in the sex shop, they got those little molds. Why don't you just mold your man's?
In death?
And then they got it for women too. Like you
So
can
he
actually
can
mold.
You know what,
They have that
Toya?
in the sex shops?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got
You
those.
might be going to the
They
sex
got
store.
some that glow in the dark too.
Yes, Toya is right. You know what? And he can have that of me forever. I probably need to make a couple of them though. Because if he just keep living as time go on, let's just say he live another 50 years without me, he needs something to put it in. Get him a good lube. Toya, look after my man.
Get a mold for me.
Right, get you a good lube when you on the road. You know what I'm saying? Because Niecy can't go on the road with you all the time.
Right.
You get you a good, because what is it? It's called a pussy pocket.
I think that's what those are.
I think that's what it is, and then you put it in there. But you know they also got one called a fleshlight.
Oh,
It looked like a flashlight, long and so okay. So it's long like it's long like this, right? Even if he's not that long, don't worry about it, ladies. This is what it looked like. So it's long like this, and then the top of it is silicone, and then you can put it inside and out. That's what you need. Ty, you should get that for the road.
Yep.
Women, make a mold of your vagina for your man in case you die. Or make a mold of his penis, especially if it's good penis. Like if it's whack penis, then you don't need no dang on mold of that. I'm trying to help everybody.
That's true.
If it's whack and you know it's small, why would you do that? Like, you know, you just loved him. You didn't love his penis. And that ain't the same thing.
Hello.
Okay? Now, Toya done took me back to that, but we gonna move on. So.
Yes, she did. She said, "Oh, wait a minute."
Right, listen, because first of all, Toya is concerned about my sex life. Toya want me to be happy sexually. That's all I'm saying. I got to find me a boo so I can be happy sexually. So, this is a post that has happened a couple of weeks ago. A woman takes 23 of her family members on a blind date to test the man's generosity. Now, this was not in the U.S. where this happened at. This was in China. But basically, the guy's mother sets him up on a blind date because she feels like, listen, you know, my son ain't been getting no loving. So she sets him up on a blind date. The young lady, it goes that he's going to go on a blind date with. I guess they maybe I don't because I don't know how it is in China. Like, do they talk to the families? I don't really know.
Probably.
But no matter what, this blind date is set up. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
When the young man gets on the blind date, okay, this chick brought 23 of her family members with her to the date,
Which is everybody.
right. The bill came to $3,100. Okay? The guy pays for his food and he leaves.
Did he really?
Yes.
You lying.
Yes.
He did that? That's fire.
Right, it says,
thought
Mr. Lau was happy to pay for a small portion of the meal. He insisted that the woman and her family should be paying for their share. Completely understandable. So, he don't even pay for hers. And I think that he probably was feeling like, yo, is you crazy? And so what it says, the woman explained to the local media that she wanted to test her date's generosity before committing to a relationship. Now, you already know this ain't some foolishness.
Let me tell you something. In China, they must take their relationships extremely serious.
Must be.
Dad, you got to do all that to test his generosity. Why don't you just talk to him and ask him, how's his family life? You know, does he love cats? I don't know. Like that.
Well, generosity doesn't mean it means like how much you're willing
Generous.
to give. Right. If
Are
you're
you
generous,
generous?
are you willing to give? What are you willing to do?
Just ask him, yo, can you come pick me up for this date? That's a good sign that he's generous. Like, yeah,
Nah,
I'll
because
come
what if he
get
was
you.
crazy? Now you got him coming to your house.
She wants to see if he's generous, not crazy, right?
Right. But crazy and generous can go together.
I don't think they got a lot of crime in China, do
The
they?
devil is crime everywhere. Now you sound like them stupid people that get on TV and they be like, oh my God, I can't believe that this happened in my neighborhood. What you mean you can't believe it happened? Do you live in America? Do you live on Earth?
So are they not gonna date now? Was he not generous in her eyes? You think? Well, how you feel? You think?
First of all, it was disrespectful for her to bring 23 members on her dang on date. Let's not get stupid, okay? First of all, that was wrong.
She brought the whole family.
Right, she brought her whole family. If that was my son, I would not want that to happen. I would not want my son to go on a date with no woman and she brought 23 members of her doggone family to the doggone date, and now my baby got to pay. $3,100 is a lot of money.
She must have knew Buddy had money before.
But what if he didn't have money? You know, okay, you said, because she knew maybe his family got money.
Yep.
But you know what? He said he wasn't going to be used for his money.
Yep. He did the right thing.
Listen, I'm in agreement. I feel like he should have walked away.
Yeah.
Like, this is my thing. What the heck was they ordering?
23 people. What's 23 divided by 3,100?
I don't know.
Come on, some of you don't know.
Listen.
Saying like, are we doing math now? No, I'm not even about to try.
What I want to know is what the heck, number
That's
one.
$335
per person.
That's a lot.
So what the heck were they ordering? That's number one. Did they say, oh, well, somebody else paying? I'm getting the filet mignon and I'm getting the lobster.
Yes,
Surf and turf, baby.
Yeah, for everybody.
I feel like that's what they did. How I genuinely feel is like they wanted to take advantage of the situation. That's how I feel. Mm-hmm. I feel like they were like, somebody else is paying. We gonna go ahead and eat off of him. This is my thing. Did they have the money to pay for it?
Yeah, absolutely.
No, I mean their portion of the bill.
Yeah, women are smart. Now think of it as yourself. Listen, I'm gonna get all my family members together because Randy Moss is taking me out on a date, and I want to see if this brother is stingy or if he's generous. So this is what we're gonna do. They went in with a plan. We're going to go in here. We're just going to order it, whatever we want, and just see what he does. See if he'll pay for all of our meals. And if he don't, then we got it. We straight. But let's just see what he does.
I don't feel like that.
She's testing his generosity.
Right, but I don't think that they probably had the money. I want to know if they had to wash dishes, if the police came. Like, I want to know what the heck happened. Who paid the rest of the doggone bill? And if I'm dating somebody that got money, that don't mean I want to attach that to my family, because you know what? Let's just say the relationship work out. You know what my family going to now be doing? Coming to me begging for money. I.e., how people think because we do this podcast, we got money. Yeah, we ain't got no money.
Right, or we famous.
Right, we don't got no money.
On the podcast, man. like it's blew up or something. Like,
right.
You want to be on this podcast for real?
But the minute people see something that looks like it's attached to money, people want to be asking.
That's
so
right.
no, your family now going to be asking for you to pay their rent, pay their child support bill. Ain't nobody got time for that crap.
Yep.
This is what I really want to know, though. Who should pay for the first date? Men or women? Or depending on who asks for the date. Because I've heard that before. Like, it depends on who asks.
And it's always the woman that's asking. So, yeah, women should pay for the first date.
Wait a minute. What you mean it's always no, because
always
men ask to take women out all the time. Men ask to take me out.
They only saying that because, it's like a cool way of saying, hey, when we going to have sex?
Right. Sex don't mean getting it in.
That's all that means. Men ain't asking it because they genuinely want to be around you and take you out. A dude ain't never trying to do that ever in the history of mankind.
So he's just doing it for the sex.
Absolutely.
I just had that conversation this week. I don't want to hear it.
You don't like it? So you saying...
Yeah,
what was the conclusion in your conversation?
It really boiled down to why this dude was really my friend. And it came down to me.
Smash?
He said... I was just like, so the only reason why we're friends is because you wanted to smash. You allowed me. He's like, I don't become friends with women.
Hello.
Like, I don't become friends with women. I said, okay.
That dude is smart as hell.
He said, so I was like, basically what you're saying is, I wanted a friendship. You went along with it so you could smash. He said, basically. So I said, so basically we're not friends. He said, no. He's just like, a friendship was formed because I knew that I couldn't slide in, and I actually really like you as a friend.
Dang.
Oh, so you got kind of lucky then.
I just like, okay.
I don't know, because I still don't trust him. I still feel like he's hoping.
Now.
No, I don't. I feel like he's hoping that one day you'll be vulnerable enough. And
well, sorry, too
late.
He done got it. So it's just like,
dang. So and now you guys are still friends, though.
Yeah, we're still friends.
I don't know. I feel like men should pay
absolutely
for the first date.
No, they shouldn't pay for no dates. First, second, third, fourth. Women always want to do something and go somewhere. Can you take me here?
But a brother that can't do that, that's bothered by that, is a brother that ain't got no money. Because hear me well. Men with
I like
money.
when my boys do that.
Men with money are not concerned. They are not fazed by taking you to dinner, by taking you to a show, by taking you to an outing.
Dudes want to
that's
show out.
because they
wanna show they got
have money.
Yeah.
It is always the broke brothers that's penny pinching like, no, well, maybe we can meet up at the Walmart. Meet up at the Walmart? Are you going to buy my groceries?
Meet me at IHOP, okay?
Now, I can even go to the IHOP, but what I'm telling you is it need to be a date. That's what I'm telling you. It need to be a date. Okay?
What?
I believe that a man's job is to pay. If you're taking me out.
Why we just can't pay for both our, like I pay for my meal, you pay for your meal.
Okay, grown. No, I don't care if I'm grown. You want to date me, then guess what? This come with dating me. So listen, I have dated a lot in this lifetime.
I don't think I've ever paid.
You guys have heard this story already. I have paid for one meal, and that was on I want to go to prison.
Yeah, right. You didn't even mean to do that.
I didn't really want to pay. This was me new to dating after I got divorced, okay?
And dude just wanted you to pay for your
No, he didn't want me to pay for my meal. He wanted me to pay for his meal.
I know he did.
Yes, he did.
He wanted you to pay for his.
We went to the restaurant, okay? I took an Uber to the restaurant. The lady comes around with the doggone check. And
one check.
Right, one check, one bill. She comes around. She puts it on the table. He sits there. We keep talking. So I say, listen, I'm about to order my Uber. He's like, okay. The lady comes back around. She's like, are you guys ready? He hasn't picked up the bill. I'm like, no, we're not ready. Okay. She goes. She moves on. He says, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I say, okay. He leaves and goes to the bathroom. The bill is still sitting there. He comes back. I don't see him reaching in his pants to go ahead and grab no wallet. Okay, the lady comes back around. She said, are we ready? I said, no, we're still not ready. I then say, because now we kind of playing like the stall him out game. Stall him out, D-ball. We stalling each other out.
Right.
I say to him, I'm about to order the Uber. I said, I apologize. I said, my Uber is on the way. He's like, okay. He does not pick up the check. At that moment, I realized he is not going to pay. Nothing within me, because guys, listen, don't hold it against me, because this was me new to dating. I don't say, okay, well, I'm just going to pay for my portion of the meal. I'm like, I can't go to prison. So I pay for the whole meal. He says to me after I pay, I got you on the next time. You ain't got me on no next time, because ain't no dog on next time.
That's crazy.
I am not dating you if you are not paying.
I wonder what was going through his head.
I like free meals.
I like free meals and I cannot lie.
Them other girls pregnant. What is it? I don't know that one.
Really?
You just did it.
But I don't know the whole thing. Wait a minute. I like big butts and I cannot lie. Them other girls. Is it other brothers?
When a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your waist,
you get sprung. I ain't heard it in a long time. Dang. That would have been good. I wasn't up on it. I was really emotional about me having to pay for that date that one time. So, for me, I don't care who asks. If I say to you, wow, I really want to go to the Morton Steakhouse, I still expect you to pay.
I guess. I don't know.
Have you ever had a woman pay for you?
No,
Okay, then. You usually, if you take a woman on a date, who pays?
We come to an agreement. Like the last time I went on a date.
I feel like Ty be lying.
I can't make this up. I went on a date one time with this girl, and we went out for drinks. And I told her, I said, I'll get you a couple drinks when we get there. Long story short, I'm drinking, she's drinking, the bill comes out, and she expected me to pay for the bill. And I said, I told you before we got here, I was going to get you a couple drinks. That's 2. So the 2 little shots of Hitty you got, I'll cover that with my portion of the bill. Everything else she was so mad. She got a hookah and wings and all this other stuff. And she couldn't understand that I wasn't paying for everything. But I told you, dumbass, I was paying for a couple.
See, my dates don't look like that because, number one, I don't drink. Like, men have told me I'm a cheap date. They do. Because I don't drink at all. So, like, drinks be like $10 and $14.
Right. But am I wrong for doing it that way? I told her before I got there I was going to get you a couple drinks, bro. A couple. Not all of them. So
if I told you I'm going to give you 2 licks ahead, would that be okay? You a lie. If I say to you, I'm
sorry, I didn't know how to answer that. Like, you gonna do what?
When we go out, I'm gonna lick your penis a couple of times. and then I lick it twice. You know what you still gonna be expecting? Oh, so that's it? Ain't no more?
Next time we can do 4. We're just gonna gradually work our way up.
No, the devil is a lie.
And
Toy.
that's not a good comparison.
No.
That's not a good comparison.
Toy, who should be paying?
Well, it depends on who asked, who out. Typically, I've never asked to do that. No, I'm lying. I asked one time. But the types of dudes that I typically date is they want to be alpha male, like I'm taking care of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And even on dates, I don't ask for things. They volunteer because it's just like, I'm not about to put myself in a bad predicament. So let me see what it is. Let me see the type of person you are. Sort of like what this woman would do. But I wasn't going to invite 23 of my family members. I would never do that. I wait to see how generous he is by what he offers. If I'm sitting there and it's just like, yo, you want a hookah? Boom. Then I know that you're paying for the hookah because you keep asking me what it is that I want. They ain't gonna let me sit there and start. That's all you want. You sure you don't want nothing else? That's typically how my dates go.
See, he gotta hear the language. You gotta listen between the lines. You know what I mean? You gotta listen.
Ain't no listen between the dang on lines. You know, at day 26 say you gotta read between the lines to see if there was something I missed. I'm not reading between the lines. If you were dating Helen's daughter, you're paying. That's it. It's and I'm not talking about if you're in a relationship, because I've been in a relationship and I've paid for us to eat. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about this is dating, first
courting,
date, right? It's first date. My expectation is for you to pay. If you don't pay, you ain't no real man. That's right. I said it from the chest. If you don't pay on the first date, baby, you ain't no real man. And that you can take to the doggone bank.
Women,
Tyrone,
come to the date with your own money.
Oh, now wait a minute.
Right.
Don't listen. Now don't get crazy. I always got my own check.
Okay.
I always got my own. Did I not tell you I paid for that date?
Right. Y'all got to start acting like these dates.
Listen.
Pay for your own stuff, man.
No, I don't feel that. Then why are you asking me to go out? What is the nature of you asking me to go out if you're not gonna pay?
I told you it's because we trying to get to third base is what they call it.
No, ain't gonna be no third base. Ain't gonna be no third base with me and nobody dang on it else. If you are not physically asking me out to go and pay, there would be no reason for us to be doing this.
I know this story.
What Beyonce and them say, can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bills? Can you pay my automobile bills? Then maybe we can chill. I don't think you do. So, me and you are through. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Listen, if you ain't bringing that kind of energy to the party, baby, ain't no sense in me and you sitting around talking, shooting a breeze. I don't want to know about your mama. I don't want to know if your daddy done died. I don't want to know what you did when you grew up. I don't want to know about your football career that got halted because you got hurt. I don't care. I don't care about your baby with the one eye. I don't care about your life if you're not paying.
You remember the dude that you talked about that said he was in a barbershop talking about his wife and his ex and all that baby mother? I got a story that's always forever stuck in my head, and I'll be 39 on Monday. I was in high school. My homeboy bought this girl some Chinese food, and she let him smash. And I could never, she was hungry. I don't know if they went out on a date or whatever, but we in the hood, it's mad Chinese shops. We young, we like 15, 16 years old.
Okay.
He bought us some Chinese food. I guess they went out on a date or whatever, and he smashed. And the story was, I bought Brenda some Chinese food and she let me smash. It was the funniest thing ever because I'm like, damn, that's all I had to do was buy her some Chinese food and I would have hit.
She was hungry.
Let me tell you, they out here talking about Helen's daughter. I'm sure there's plenty of guys that has said to their homeboys, I took Tyrone to IHOP. All she wanted was 2 pancakes and 2 slabs of bacon and she let me hit that thing in like a week, because you want them to pay for everything.
So let me say this to you before we go.
That's never happened.
Baby, ain't no man saying to nobody, he took me to the IHOP and I let him smash.
The lies she tells.
Because that ain't how this coochie work.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want you to be very well aware that is not how this works.
Basically,
you ain't took me to get nothing to eat and I'm just sleeping with people for food. Because trust me, people have done bigger things for me and guess what? I have not slept with them. So now, I am not Brenda. Baby, no. That you don't believe yourself. I'm not Brenda with the Chinese food. Okay? I'm not Brenda with the Chinese food.
So, I mean, you've had sex before. Clearly you have,
Of
right?
course.
Especially after your marriage.
Right.
There have been guys that have done things for you. Eventually you start liking them and you sleep with them. So basically there's just a price tag or
No. There's no price tag, baby.
It's a price tag.
Because guess what? It's some people that nothing has happened. And guess what? I seen them and I was like, dang, I want to give them some. And that ain't got nothing to do with what it is
ain't give
that
them
you.
none.
Wait a minute. No, that's a lie. It has nothing to do with it, with whatever you're giving me. Because if I want to give you some and you don't got nothing, then I'm going to give you some. And if you give me everything in the world and I don't want to give you none, guess what, baby? You ain't getting none.
Don't matter.
So like I said from the jump, if you not paying for the first date, you ain't no man. Hashtag, he says, let us know who should pay for the first date. Should men be paying for the first date? Women, should you be going half? Listen, if you ask for the date, should you pay? Whoever's asking for the date, should they be the person to pay?
Right.
Now, Tyrone done gave his thoughts. I done gave my thoughts. Y'all give y'all thoughts. Guys, we gonna get up out of here because, what did I tell y'all? We now film on a Saturday and somebody gotta get in these streets and I think it's me. So in the words of Tyrone Burston, Rainbow Bright Baby Ass, it's all fun and games, baby.
Until somebody get pregnant.
Happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you.